Hello friends, welcome to Dr. Ved channel. Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head, Veterinary Medicine. We will see here the important bacterial disease mastitis, part 10. This is the last part of the mastitis. It is in 10 parts because very important disease for the examination of point of view, from the field point of view, from the farmer's point of view, from the dairy cattle point of view. Here we will see prevention and control part B. Prevention and control divided in two parts. In part 9, prevention and control part A. Here we will discuss part B. Let's start with the presentation on mastitis, prevention and control part B. Here we talk about nutrient supplement, how the nutrient supplement help to reduce the prevalence of mastitis. It is observed by the scientists that special nutrients is beneficial to dry cows during around 8 to 10 weeks of calving. They have done the experiment and it is observed. The special nutrient supplements are vitamin A, vitamin E, minerals, zinc, copper, and selenium. Almost all vitamins and minerals are necessary. But these vitamins A and D and the minerals zinc, copper, and selenium has specific effect on reduction of the mastitis prevalence. These vitamins and minerals increases immunity against pathogen, especially selenium and vitamin E are acting as a antioxidants, and it is observed that these vitamins and minerals help in the reduction of somatic cell count in milk, and thus it prevents the mastitis. Udder many times prone for injury, especially large udder or recent calves. There may be injury on the udder, ulcers on the teats, and sores also. These are the pockets of bacterial infection. So anytime these bacteria may enter through teat pore into the teat canal and may initiate a mastitis. So friends, provide immediate treatment of this injury, ulcers and sores. That can also help to reduce the udder contamination and reduce the chances of inflammation. Here we talk about disposal of mastitis. It is the habit of the farmer and owner to dispose the mastitis milk near to the animal or on the floor. This is very bad habit. Mastitis milk contain large number of the bacteria. So there must be safe and proper disposal of mastitis milk. If possible, disinfect the milk and then dispose or dispose this mastitis milk far away from the animal residence. This will definitely reduce the infection in the environment. Friends, in a herd, the incidence of clinical mastitis may be very low, but the incidence of subclinical mastitis are very high. Subclinical mastitis means there is no inflammation, no hotness, the udder looks normal, but there are some pathogens. They cause very mild inflammation into the udder, and there may be very mild changes, sometimes flakes into the milk. So it is difficult to diagnose subclinical mastitis by clinical examination. There is no change in the udder texture, udder parenchyma, no change in the milk also. But definitely there is reduction in the milk production. These subclinical mastitis harbor the bacterial infection and they may turn into clinical mastitis in future. So how to find out this subclinical mastitis? I have already described a test, California mastitis test, very famous test called CMT, already described. So it should be regularly performed or routinely for screening of all cows in the herd, turn by turn, and identify this subclinical mastitis and those found positive infuse one single intramammary infusion that can reduce the subclinical mastitis to a great extent, and in future there is great reduction in clinical mastitis also. So this identification of subclinical mastitis is very important. Identify subclinical mastitis and treat them immediately. Friends, you know that 100% response in cases of mastitis are not there. So there are few cases which are non-responsive, which are not responding to treatment. But there is a exudate or pus coming out from this non-responsive quarter or little milk will be there. These exudate, pus or little bit milk contain large number of the pathogens. So when they are in the herd, they constantly shed the infection to the healthy animal. They contaminate hands, they contaminate teeth, they contaminate environment, and it is dangerous for the other animals. So such non-responsive quarters are required to be drying off. Compulsory make them dry. This can be achieved by inducing chemical mastitis. I have already discussed in the treatment aspect. I will not repeat it. I have mentioned that 2 infusions of copper sulfate or silver nitrate solutions are required. I will not repeat it, but this is an important step. You please refer that video. The high elders, the udder is very large, udder is soft, and especially the recent calves, the udder is engorged and large. So, for such animals, provide a soft bedding, especially hinders and to the recent covers, to avoid the injury to the udder. If there is injury, chances of infection will be there. So if there is hard concrete floor, there are more chances of injury than a soft bedding. So it is important to provide soft bedding to hiders and recent covers. that can reduce the incidences of mastitis. Udder many times prone for injury, especially large udder or recent covers. There may be injury on the udder, ulcers on the teats, and sores also. These are the pockets of bacterial infection. So anytime these bacteria may enter through teeth pore into the teeth canal and may initiate a mastitis. So friends, provide immediate treatment of this injury, ulcers or sores. That can also help to reduce the udder contamination and reduce the chances of inflammation. Friends, we know that flies are number one enemy of the human being, and so animal also. The habit of flies is they sit on a dirty place, they feed on that, and they pick up the pathogen, then they sit on other place and deliver this pathogen there. Mechanical transmission. So flies are very much important for transfer of pathogen. So also important step is the flies control. If the flies population are more, it is required to control the flies population with insecticide spray or insecticide fly repellents. It is better to make the milking shade with a fly-proof nets so that not only transmit of pathogen but the annoyance caused by flies during milking also reduce to a great extent, and that also help in increased production because the annoyance caused by flies during milking also causes reduction of the milk production. So if the milking shade is provided with a fly-proof nets, it will help to prevent the other biting insects, biting flies, entry of birds, entry of rats, entry of wall lizards and other animals. So this provision of the net, fly-proof net is important for the prevalence of the mastitis. Friends, here we have learned about very important bacterial disease mastitis. It is important from all aspects. Request you to share this information to veterinary friends and veterinary students. Requested to subscribe the channel. With this, we are concluding the information on mastitis. Thanks.